Hey everybody, it's Jake with the Depression Coalition. I wanted to make another video in this series of kind of where I'm going through this little slump of mine, as I far too often do, but I hope that it makes things kind of maybe more relatable to some, I think a lot of times on social media we see people that we admire, and all they ever post is the good, and again, kind of touching on the video that I talked about comparison. Then you start to really get pretty negative on yourself, because you think, man, these people seem to be doing so well, and I want to make sure that people don't have any illusions of the things that I put out, that it's not always sunshine and rainbows. I kind of just went for a walk this morning and was thinking about things, and there's a saying, a person with a why can withstand any how. And so what does that mean? What that means is, when a person has a reason, the things that they need to do to achieve that is they can do anything. That nothing is hard anymore, or nothing is impossible. And so for me, I struggle sometimes with that why. And so this morning I decided to come to the football field here and do some sprints. I didn't do as many as I usually do. Again, I'm running behind, and I wanted to make this video, and those are excuses, I know, but it was just, but again, I'm trying to do something. So the reason I came here is because, as I've stated in some other videos, in November of 2016, one of my best friends was killed in the Army, and this place is kind of a sentimental thing to me. His name is on a stone up here at the entryway that my class members sponsored and was able to do. So when I come here, I think about Matt, and Matt was my reason, almost 4 years ago, to kind of get myself together and make some life changes and become the person that I have shown I can be, and the person that I know I can be again, if I just keep going. So like I said, I kind of wanted to get back to reground myself, is the reason that I kind of started this whole journey in the beginning. At times we tend to, you can have tunnel vision on a certain thing, and then suddenly the scope starts to creep out and more, and a lot of outside things start to tug at your attention and tug at you in different ways, and the next thing you know, you've lost focus of that original goal. And I guess my ultimate goal in this life is to be a good person, a good dad, a good father. It's the same thing. A good husband, just a good friend, just a good person in general. And some of the things that I'm doing have kind of started to cloud that reason. And I'm smiling because, guys, I've been struggling with this for a while, and now just literally just saying it to you guys on camera is starting to make me realize these are things that I've really thought about a lot. But now that I'm trying to give someone advice, it's like I'm speaking to myself. I literally am speaking to myself, because I'm looking at myself in the camera. So this is helping me already this morning. So I hope it can help you guys. But what I was going to say is, my initial goal was just to be a better person, and just to kind of defeat my mental health issues. And then eventually I found running and weightlifting and jiu-jitsu, and so those goals started to kind of cloud my mind a little bit. And because when I got into jiu-jitsu, my goal was to get better at jiu-jitsu, and then that got even more specific. Okay, let's get better at my takedowns, let's get better at my submissions, and let's get better to where I can compete at this competition, and let's get better to a place where I can get promoted to the next belt, And then when you bring weightlifting in, it's like, okay, well, I want to get better at my upper body, so I'm going to work my bench, and well, I want my cardio to get better too, so I need to be doing sprints. And it's like, these things are great if they are serving your initial goal, which was, again, for me to be a better person. But whenever you get so focused on, okay, I want to bench this number, and I got to do this many reps in this, it's like that's good to be driven towards that, but don't lose focus of your original goal. And I think I've kind of started to do that a little bit. I'll tell you guys a story. Again, like I said, jiu-jitsu has been something for me that I've really found to enjoy. And a couple years ago, I'd been doing it for about a year, and I started taking it a little too seriously, and I wasn't having fun anymore. I was really just like, just kind of just, really driving hard and really trying to make sure that I was constantly making progress and beating myself up. And I decided to go to a yoga class in St. Louis. And to me, it was just like, man, this is just going to be whatever. I don't do yoga, so I'm going to go try it out and have a little fun. And I get in there, and there's a guy next to me on a mat next to me. And man, he is trying to show off. He is, every pose, he is doing all the way stretched out and balancing and this and that. And he's really trying to just, I don't know. It looked like he was trying to get some attention, honestly. And at one point, he's really stretched out, and he's like kind of doing this balancing pose, and he I think they call it like falling out. Like he was kind of balanced, and he got wobbly, and he like fell out of the position, and he had to regain his balance. And to me, that happens all the time. So it was no big deal when I saw him do that. And this guy in a yoga class, mind you, he stops and he goes and punched his own hand and like let out a small like upset, angered grunt. And to me, that was hilarious, because I thought, man, you're missing the point. This is yoga. Like, you're supposed to relax and you're supposed to just be whatever. And as I'm telling myself this, it clicked. I said, this is what you're doing in the things that you enjoy. You are taking them way too seriously, and you are driving so hard to be good for whatever reason, whether it's for yourself or for somebody else, and you've missed the point you started doing it originally, and you're missing the fun. And jiu-jitsu became a lot more fun for me after that, because when I would step on the mat, whether it was training or competition, I would literally just take a second and smile and just be grateful and just try to think, man, how happy and grateful am I to have the physical body and the vehicle that I can do these things. And there's so many people that don't, and the fact that I'm able to, I should just be grateful and be happy for another day on the mats. And my jiu-jitsu got better. It's funny because I feel like I was trying so hard to get better before, and when I kind of quit trying to an extent, I started getting better faster. So I don't want to ramble anymore about that, because I think I'm worried I'm starting to ramble a little too much. But guys, just if I could summarize, try to find your why. It's not as easy as it sounds. I know I struggle with it too, and like I said, until this morning, I was this has helped me a lot, so I hope that it'll help you guys. But just, if you're kind of starting to feel like you're getting clouded and you're having trouble getting back, just remember why you started. So anyway, guys, thanks. I hope this has been helpful. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm trying to kind of gain some, I'm trying to do this more often, and I'm trying to gain some subscribers or followers, and for the reason that I want to be more accountable. I feel selfish asking people to follow me and subscribe, because it just doesn't feel right. But again, I want, this time around, I want people to follow, so I will be more accountable, so that I feel like I have people, because it helps me if I know that I'm serving people. So if I know that I'm helping people and I know people are paying attention, I'm going to be better on my game to try to deliver these videos. And I hope that anyway, that's all I'm going to say today. So take care, guys. I hope this has helped, and have a good day.